Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 39th episode of Inside the Trek. This episode, we are going to start Aether's Light. So, there's quite a few public buildings to go over this episode, so I'm going to try and go a little bit fast. Let's start with the start. You're supposed to go over here. This is the Welcome Center. It doesn't say anywhere on there, in big letters anyway. You press that, and as you can see, it's congratulations to our newest Trek champion over here. Gives you the ability to fly. See, mine just got taken away. Heal. There's survival mode if you want to stay in survival, but you want to fly or something like that. Right here is the important announcements. This basically just says if you want to, and take note of this, I've been putting this in the second part of the video descriptions more recently. If you want to help build for 1.1 or 1.2, 1.2 is coming out soon, we're already in 1.1, then leave a letter in my mailbox. I'll actually show you my mailbox, my house. I'm not going to go over it yet, but my mailbox, or this is Main Street's straight. My mailbox is right here. Okay, I'll know if mail's there because that'll light up, so yeah. But you have to beat the Trek first. You can't be an explorer and help out because you have to. The explorers have to have their primary concern of beating the Trek. So yeah, this is perspective builds for the current update. Right now, Opulus is open to the public, but that's where the operators have their op meetings, so we had to change the marketplace to a different area. I'm still working on that. Right now I have about 6 out of 10 shops completed, but I have to put the signs in, then I have to put the road in, and then I gotta put like some little park area to hang out or something, but the lag's gonna be unbelievable there, so that's why I made it really far away. Mob Arena, I regret to say at the current time being, custom spawners, which is the mod that I want to use for the Mob Arena, hasn't updated current Minecraft, so I'm unable to make a Mob Arena, so that might be a part of 1.2 Sparkly Land. These are the upcoming future server updates. Now on 1.1, it said 1.0 if you saw. So yeah, these are the updates. It says anything about them. 1.2 Sparkly Land Amusement Park coming out winter 2013 or early 2014. 2.0 Set Adrift. 2.1 Atlantis. 2.2 Captain Vivitar's Folly. 2.3 Puzzle Ship. That was my idea. I almost said his name. Pig is going to come up with the name. Until then, yeah. And then 2.4 is Fallen, 2.4, and then it goes to 3.0. So all the 2 point somethings are ocean themed. Let's see, these are just info boards. This is the city info board, or the server info board, more like it. You can see some of the more recent stuff. I think the most recent thing on here is, yeah, this, I think. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go over to the Hall of Fame now. Unfortunately, this episode will probably be longer than 10 minutes. This just is the rules for the timed Trek runs. You have to have an operator on, and they have to be on the entire time. If you die, they have to record that if you're going for some. Here is a listing of the top 10, or the first 10 Trek champions, not the top 10. So John obviously has the honor of being the first. Pig lost to him by like 4 days, something like that. Shadow lost to Pig by like 4 weeks. Evan much later. Archery came on much later. Big actually came on originally before Archer and Awesome Bro, but he took forever. Timed Trek runs, no deaths. With deaths, that's me. I did it in 2 hours, 31 minutes, 59 seconds, 0.83 milliseconds. So, and 1 death. Fastest team runs. These are just the town mayors, as you can see. Evan, Pig, John, Archer. Right now we only have Hell's Reach, that's unoccupied. No commanders, so yeah. City mayors, obviously I'm that. Special thanks, I want to point these out especially. Pig and John for being the beta testers of the Trek. Uh, John for making the city's parks look way better, and Night Shadow for thinking up Sparkly Land, because it was his idea. These are just like, these boards right here to over here are just show the population of each fort or whatever, so it's like the only one that actually isn't 0 over something is end, it's 1 over 5, so if you want to live in a certain fort or town or whatever, you could see how many residents are there. Even if the plots are unoccupied, there might be someone who was already promised a plot, so you don't want to take that away from someone unless they're inactive for, I don't know, 6 months or whatever. It's up to the commander's or mayor's discretion. If there isn't one, then it's up to me. So yeah, here you could see like, oh, well, I want to live in Pain, but Pain is too full, so we'll go to Cloud or something like that, just an example. Here's the warp board. It was originally in the Welcome Center. Yeah, it has all the warps for 1.0. Well, most of the warps. I have warps to all the guard towers and outposts also, but those are just for rebuilding purposes. This is the 1.1 warp board. Right now, marketplaces. The warp does exist, but it's unfinished. And Sparkly Land eventually. Alright, let's move on to what next? What should I do next? How about the subways? I call them the Emerald Way. Around the city, there are 12 of these buildings, symmetrical, so it's like 6. I'm just going to go on this side for now, because that's Station 1, then there's like Station 2 or something like that. There's a bunch. There's one in every corner and a couple in the middle, and then the main stations right there. I'll show you the inside of the main stations and like, I don't know, the inside of that, or the one of the main stations, because they're all symmetrical, like I said. I'm honestly very proud of this. I did the architecture of this by myself. I love the stairs. All the stations lead to the main stations. Then the two main, there's south and north. This is the south one S1 station. All the south stations lead to S1 and no other station. And the N1 and S1 stations lead to each other. So you can actually get to different sides of the city. These are in every station. They give you, I might as well go to like S2 or something. Follow this track for S2. So yeah, it took me a long time to do this. I crashed the server multiple times trying to get enough stone, and yeah, this was S2. Alright, I'm going to move on to library, because that is probably my favorite of the public buildings. That's Pig's Park or Arena. I'll go over that later. Next week, probably. Next week will be the last week of regular Trek Inside the Trek episodes. So this is the Aether's Light Public Library. I did that myself. So there are multiple sections of books which you can actually submit a book. So those of you who like to write lore and stuff, well, maybe not lore, because I write the lore for the server, but you can place it in there and that light will light up. Have any questions, ask an op for help. Mainly just ask me for help, because most of the other ops don't help. Can I check out a book? No, the books must stay in the library. Can I submit my own book? Yes. We do take other players' work. I can't really read with this texture pack. And your book may not be on display. All the, what do you call it, genres are here. On the first floor there's poetry, comedy, mystery, lore, horror, and fantasy. And then the second floor there's history, sci-fi, drama, and instructional, meaning like if you want to know how to make a redstone something. The only section right now that has any books is lore, and there are 3 subsections. There's creation of the Trek. That's just like I wrote all these. Their backstory. What's my shift key? Yeah, it's my shift keys. One of them. Whoops. Sticky keys. There we go.
Oh God.
So yeah, that's just like lore of how the entire server I created and each individual major settlement. I don't even know if I was... yeah, I think I'm recording. Yeah, so anyway, this is Creatures of the Trek. I created certain races of mobs, lore-wise. And then this is just characters of legend, of lore. This brings you up to the second floor. Up here, as you can see, the sections up here are larger. Actually, there is an upstairs. It's just the archives, though. They're mainly for me, just to keep track of all the books. This is the wrong section. Over here, I have a copy of every book in the library. So, like, if you submit a book, but it's not on display, it will be over here. Let's see. Lore. Yeah, so those are all the lore books. There's like 27 or so. Large chests for every individual. Yeah, so if you like doing that, please submit books. Definitely need some. And then to get down to the first floor from the second floor, you just click on that. Where am I? Right over here. So yeah, let's see. Might as well show you just some of the parks. Like, John did a lot of this, and in World Edit, a lot of it he just got lazy and did, like, without World Edit, but some of these are just amazing. It's another Emerald Way Station, Jungle Parks. One thing I do want to show you both sides of is the desert parks right here, because these are just, I think John deserves a round of applause for this one. I mean, look at that. A dead cow skeleton. He's giving himself a round of applause. One of the Utah spires, or I think it's Utah. If it's not, it is now. I've actually parkoured up this. Basically, it's just go up this. It's possible. You could see how it's possible, only from that side, though. And then the other, these are all symmetrical. The themes for each park should be all symmetrical. I think, anyway. John might have changed them, but as you can see, the roads. I didn't want any street lamps because it would take up too much space, so under the entire city, there are redstone blocks. That's actually my business. We'll go over that next week. These plots, the birch wood plots, are for businesses of different sizes. Here's the other desert one, and then there's one right here with the well. Am I missing anything, John? Any public areas that I'm missing? Oh, the roads. I almost forgot. There are 8 main roads in Aether's Light. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's a lot more roads than that, but main roads means 5 blocks wide or wider. So I'm going to go over... so the first 8 Trek champions get roads named after them. Right now we only have 7, so there is 1 unnamed road. This road... Actually, there's 9, technically, because this is Main Street. This big street that you walk into at the entrance. But anyway... I'm the only house on Main Street. This is Sir John Avenue. Then there's 44th Avenue for Pig. Then over here is Shadow Lane. And I'm going in order of the Trek champions.
Yep.
So that's why I'm running back and forth. Let's see, this is 5th Avenue for Evan0523. He's actually one of Pig's friends. Let's see, the next one should be like Archer Street or something like that. Archery, I don't know. This one is Archer Boulevard. Then all the way down at the very end, the next run is going to be nuts. because I gotta go from one end to the exact opposite.
Yep.
There's 5th Avenue again, and here we go. This is one of my favorite streets in the city, Awesome Street, for Awesome Bro 2. I actually saw Awesome Bro 2 on a different server, on Hypixel. I don't know if he's ever going to be active again. Considering he beat the Trek first try in like 2 hours, I wouldn't mind him being active. And for lack of a better name, Sexy Street. That is how Big Sexy's name is spelled. So I made sure to spell it like that to make it less awkward. But yeah, if you want your business on Sexy Street, go right ahead. I can just imagine now there's a whole line of armor vendors on Sexy Street. You have to get the latest fashion.
Oh, God. Yes, that should be a thing.
Oh, this park also, I forgot to show. Little sandbox right here, bucket, and I love this, a swing.
Yes, for the kitties.
Yeah, because we all know we have plenty of them on Minecraft. This is actually where Archer's house used to be, so you missed seeing Archer's old house by like a day or two. So yeah, tune in next time while next week we are going to be going over Aether's Light for 2 more episodes. I'm not sure what order, but one for the businesses, 1 episode for the businesses, and then and the businesses will also include the parkour arena. And then the episode after that will be my house and the boats. There are there's like 1 or 2 boats. And then next Saturday we'll finish off the regular episodes of Inside the Trek with Opulus, because that is finished. So we actually can show that. So, and after that, Inside the Trek will be basically whenever there's updates. So tune in. What's this episode? Saturday. Tune in next Tuesday for the 40th episode of Inside the Trek. For part 2 of 3 of Aether's Light.
Didn't think I'd make it past 5.
We filmed like the first 9 in the first day.
Yeah. That's exactly why I didn't think I'd make it past 5.
Tune in next time.